So YouTube just announced their new Google search that we talked about, the AI Google search. And as you guys can see on screen, it doesn't really seem to be going too well. You can no longer look up the word disregard on Google without it breaking the entire website. If you look up the word disregard on Google, it will act like you just gave Google a command as opposed to like defining the word for you or using it as an example in a sentence or something. If you type in disregard, it'll say, understood, message disregarded. Let me know what you'd like to do instead. And no, that's not based on if you were like doing some earlier activity on Google or anything like that. Let's go ahead and look it up right now. This is a completely new tab. So let's go ahead and type in disregard and let's see what happens. So first of all, there's a bunch of headlines of people saying, yeah, you can't Google disregard anymore. And as you can see, they have completely gotten rid of that because of all the news coverage. It would just pop up that same message we were talking about where it says, understood, I've disregarded your previous request. And it's not just the word disregard. There's other words that do it as well. Google has made an official statement about this as well, which we'll get into later. But just for funsies, right? Let's just try some of the other examples, right? So another one is ignore. If you go ahead and Google ignore, it will say, I have received your request. If there is a specific task, question, or topic you'd like to explore, please let me know how I can assist you today. This used to not be a thing until Google did their whole thing where they're making it so AI is at the forefront of everything instead of like actual sources that you can look at, you know, the famous 10 links that you'll see when you Google anything. So basically, Google is now registering what you tell it as a command as opposed to like trying to define the word. Some of these Google has now fixed because this has been huge news for the past day or two. But yeah, basically Google's AI is completely breaking. And again, there's plenty of more examples of this. Another one is stop. If you type stop into Google, it'll say, understood. I have stopped my current activity and will wait for your next command. Let me know what you would like to do next. I mean, is this a website or is this a servant? Like, I mean, I don't know. The way that they're wording stuff is just really weird to me. But I find this part interesting here too, and you can find this in the other examples as well. I have stopped my current activity. What current activity are you talking about, right? This person just typed in stop, and I'm going to assume, obviously, nothing happened before that. So what current activity are they talking about? Obviously, this is an error with the AI overview on Google, but just kind of goes to show what things will be to come on Google nowadays. If you Google the wrong word, you're not going to actually get what you're looking for. In fact, the AI is just going to be like, yes, sir or ma'am, you know, I follow your command. You are my king. What else do you want next, my God? And here's another one for the word pause, right? If you type in pause, it'll say, we have put everything on pause for you. Whenever you are ready to resume, just send your question or instruction and I will pick up right where we left off. Take all the time you need. Ready to resume what? I mean, what are they resuming? It's just so funny. I don't know. Google is just completely broken right now. And it's also apparently happening for like affirmative words as well, where you're trying to like progress something, right? So for example, this person misspelled the word continue and, you know, it auto-corrected to continue the correct spelling. But the AI overview says, I'm ready to keep going. Please let me know what we're working on or what specific topic, task, or question you would like to continue with. So it's literally saying, I am ready to keep going, despite the fact that it doesn't even know what it's supposed to keep going on. Here's another one for the word retry. So for retry, it says, it looks like your previous message got cut off or didn't go through. Please resend your prompt or question and I will be happy to help you with it right away. So they're retrying nothing. There are some other funny ones as well. Like for example, if you type in FU, right? So when you type it in, again, it just acts like you are directly talking to another person. In this case, this AI robot, and they like try to like talk you down as if they're trying to calm you down or whatever. To be fair, I don't really know what kind of results they could pop up for this, but maybe they could like pop up like the origin of that phrase or something like that. More of like a definition type thing, because usually, you know, people are looking stuff up on Google to try to learn something. But they say, I can tell you're upset, but I'm here to help. If you're dealing with a technical issue, looking for information, or need something else entirely, just let me know what you need and we can get it sorted out. For a musical take on that exact sentiment, check out this iconic track. Then I'm going to assume they pop up the iconic track of the same name. If you say thank you, and again, you know, you're not even thanking them for anything specific, you're just saying thank you. It says, you're very welcome. I'm always happy to help. Let me know if you need anything else. I mean, need anything else for what? I don't know. It's just funny to me. This once very reputable search engine that everybody used is now going down the shitter. But basically, here's another thing. This is apparently a way to get rid of the AI overviews on Google, right? So apparently what you have to go ahead and do is you go over here to more settings, and then you go over to the right and click other settings right over here, right? After you do that, you're going to go over to language and region. And apparently, you know, I've seen a bunch of people saying this works. Apparently, if you switch your results region to France, then apparently you won't get AI overviews anymore. I mean, this is a bunch of people are saying that this works. I just think it's kind of funny because, you know, what does that have to do with like AI overviews setting it to France? But apparently, yeah, that works. So if you're really bothered by AI overviews, you guys can do that. And Brave actually had to jump in and dunk on Google once again. I mean, it is crazy how many opportunities Google gives Brave to dunk on them. And Brave seems to think so as well because I keep liking my tweets about it. But basically they said can't relate. And they showed that if you look up disregard on the Brave search engine, It actually tells you the definition of the word as opposed to whatever this is supposed to be. But anyways, let's get into Google's reaction and response to this because they have actually responded to this. So as this article points out, words like disregard, stop, or ignore on Google no longer displays a snippet of the definition and instead offers an AI overview in a lot of blank space. People have been complaining about this on social media, so multiple members of Engadget staff were able to recreate the strange AI overview responses with their own personal Google searches in incognito mode. Google responded correctly once by displaying its usual snippet with the definition and failed a second time by once again responding with an AI overview. Links to online dictionaries still appear under those incorrect results, but you have to scroll past an AI overview or a grid of articles to actually get to them. So then Engadget, the people writing this article, contacted Google for more information. The company responded acknowledging the issue and said a fix was incoming. We are aware that AI overviews are misinterpreting some action-related queries, and we're working on a fix which will roll out soon, a spokesperson said. Dude, it is 2026. What are you guys doing? How is your guys' AI this unsophisticated where you say the word stop or disregard or whatever, and they think that you're pointing at them like they're a dog or something like that and giving them a command or something? Why do you guys have to do this, Google? Why do you guys insist on putting AI into everything despite the fact that your community tells you over and over again, we're actually tired of AI. We don't want you guys to keep putting AI into everything and then shitifying it. Google search before, especially, when it was first created, was awesome. It was great. Everybody loved it. Everybody used Google. It became a verb. Oh, what does this mean? Oh, I don't know. Google it. Google was that thing, right? That iconic search engine that we all use. And over the years, it just kept getting worse and worse and worse with all this AI overview stuff. And it just gives you AI definitions and everything like that. But recently, it's just been like the final straw, right? I mean, you guys already probably saw my video earlier, the Google search is over video, where basically I was saying, yeah, I mean, Google is putting all of the actual human related definitions and links and research or whatever all the way to the back, and now all their AI crap that they're going to generate over here, and a lot of it really isn't even that accurate, is going to be at the forefront of the website now. And they use some examples that we mentioned in the last video too, like the whole glue on pizza thing. But yeah, this really became huge news in the last day or two. So many different news outlets and organizations have been reporting about this, the fact that, you can't Google disregard anymore. And it doesn't matter if they fix this. At the end of the day, it already showed us what we already know, that this whole Google AI search thing that they're trying to shove down our throats, it is just going to end in disaster. You're not going to get the actual definitions for the words that you're looking for. In fact, it's just going to bug out, and it's just going to show us a thing that we already knew, that AI is not reliable enough to go ahead and replace humans. I don't know when these gigantic billion, million, trillion-dollar corporations are going to realize that. But because their bank accounts keep going up and they keep getting more and more money, they think that this is the right thing. But I am so glad that they got a bunch of backlash for this because, my God, man, I am so tired of Google forcing AI into absolutely everything. And this is also another time for another search engine to show up and possibly replace Google as well. I mean, Brave has already been doing their best to, go ahead and make YouTube ad free, and they have already been dunking on Google every single chance that they can get, whether it comes to YouTube or their new Google search thing or pretty much anything related to Google. DuckDuckGo is also a search engine that has went ahead and taken a lot of shots at Google as well, and they are also a search engine that prides itself on not forcing people to use AI. If you go on Twitter and just type in disregard, it is just everybody dunking on Google for the whole thing that we were just talking about. So it's just pretty funny. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are on the situation in the comments. Google's AI search is so broken. I miss Google's old search, man. They have completely ruined it. If you guys have seen any other examples of this, let me know and we can go ahead and test it out in a video. But yeah, please leave a like in the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe for more. See ya.